Jew, and my husband was the first Jew, so I thought I could be on the program.
My goodness, you must be Sarah! I didn't know Sarah was a redhead. Wow, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, though, but this program is called The Chew. It is a program about cooking.
I know about cooking. Like, not on that thing you were just watching. I did not have an easy life. Strangers show up in the desert at my tent. My husband asked me to make food for them. Where do you think I was going to get the food in the middle of the desert? Not like those huge markets I saw on my way here so nearby. No, just some animals and food we grow, but I did it, and I had to serve it. Men do not understand. And then you won't believe I was 90 years old, and these guests tell me that I'm going to have a baby. I think they had too much wine.
Oh my God, first of all, you should meet Mrs. Noah. You think you got a story. This is an amazing story. Go on.
I had a baby boy named Isaac. That means laughter, because when the men told me at 90 that I was going to have a baby, I laughed. What would you have done?
Sarah, your story gets more and more incredible. So you were here by mistake, but you do seem to know about some unusual cooking. We can interview you, and just maybe we can put you on the show.
I am not alone. I have 3 other women with me. They also know about cooking. Can they come in? They're exhausted between riding on camels and walking in the desert. I could vote.
Of course, we know all about Haklasat or Him, welcoming the strangers. You actually were the ones who taught us about it. Would you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Rebecca. I married Isaac. So Sarah is my mother-in-law.
And you know how to cook?
My specialty is goat stew.
Sounds interesting. Tell me all about it.
Well, it's a long story about which I'm a bit embarrassed.
Embarrassing situations are not new to the show. In fact, we really like them.
So I had two sons. They were twins. One was Esau and the other was Jacob. Esau was older, so he should have inherited the blessing and the birthright from my husband. When Esau was younger, he came home from hunting very, very hungry. And so Jacob was a very good cook, and Esau could smell the red lentil stew. Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for the stew. I was not upset because I'm embarrassed to say that Jacob was my favorite.
But that was not your fault that Esau did that.
Yeah, but years later when my husband Isaac was an old man who wanted to give Esau his blessing, I told Jacob to bring me 2 goats for good stew for Isaac using Esau's recipe, which is my husband's favorite dish.
So that sounds like being kind was what the problem was.
Well, I'm just very ashamed, but I had Jacob feed it to Isaac pretending to be Esau.
Go on, go on. I can't stand the suspense. This is like one of those reality television shows.
Well, Isaac blessed Jacob instead of Esau because it caused a lot of service. Oy vey.
This is going to be quite the reality show.
Wait, there are 2 more.
Who are these women?
Cool. Well, this is Leah, and this is Rachel. I know this is confusing, but I'll try to explain. Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, and I are the 4 mothers married to the 4 fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Now, wait a second. Now I am really, really confused. I see there are 4 of you. Let me make sure my math is still intact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I get that right? Okay, but now this is really confusing, but wait a second. But we have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's 3. You know what? I don't like to be rude, but maybe they didn't learn to count in the desert?
Wait, do you have a piece of paper?
Yeah. What, you know how to write?
Yes, I do know how to write, and I do know how to count.
Oh, all right. So could you explain? I mean, I'm sorry, I really don't get it. Maybe this is the new math they're teaching. I am retired 12 years.
Yeah, do you have a dark marker or whatever you several writing utensils that I know?
Well, can you all see that? F-O-R-E?
F-O-R-E. Forefathers, not forefathers.
Wait. So what is, Rabbi, can you help, what is, I'm so confused. What is a forefather? I'm so confused.
A forefather is someone that comes before us.
Oh, now I get it. Okay, all right. So, Rachel, you're right. Can we explain this? married to 3 fathers? Oh, this is very confusing.
You're darn right. I was supposed to marry Jacob. We loved each other so very much. Jacob had to work 7 years to earn the right to marry. 7 years? Since it was the rule that the older daughter had to be married first, my father tricked Jacob into marrying Leah, and then told him he had to work 7 more years to marry me. You think that was easy?
Did you wait?
What was a poor girl to do? It was hard on both of us. Rachel had to wait, but I expected she was always being with the baby. So I had son after son, and she had none. But he still loved her more. And then Rachel had a son. Boy, what a fuss.
Wait. This is far too much for one show.
Okay, we'll stop. But only if you make a deal.
Wait a second. Let's make a deal. That's another television program. This is the shoe. This is getting very confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel, what you have in mind? Let's make a deal.
The next Biblio ancestor will be my son.
Okay, but shh. Keep the suspense going. We don't want to give away who the next Biblio ancestor is going to be. Well, it was lovely meeting you. Now, when I'm wondering, before we let these people go, are there any questions? This is what they do in the reality shows. Are there any questions from the studio audience of these 4 mothers married to the 3 forefathers? Oh my goodness. Anybody have any questions, or am I the only one that's confused? Anybody have any questions? Yes. Oh, we have to be a little bit more explicit. I think Leah and Rachel can answer that because that's a very good question. She wants to know, do you have the answer to that, or you have a question? You have an answer. What's the answer? Was how did the mothers feel about that? That's a very good question. Any other question? That was an excellent question. That's a clarifying question, and you gave us a great answer. Anybody else have any question for these 4 mothers who really led a very unusual life? Any other questions? No? Okay, so before you go, we need to tell you. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Gabby.
How was it like in the desert?
Oh, how was it like? You mean living in the desert? That's a very good question. What was it like living in the desert?
Very hot.
It's very hot, and for someone like me, it's very difficult to find shade, which you need very much.
Oh.
And, we're so lucky these days with sunscreen, but we didn't have that.
What about food?
Food, that's a really good
Good
question.
thing our husbands and our sons were good hunters, and they brought us food. We were the ones who cooked, and they were the ones who went hunting.
So did you have your microwave in case they brought?
What's a microwave? I know we have a big pot, and we have a nice big spoon.
And a big fire.
Yeah.
Oh, you can vote. And wait, and with all this, you made food for people that just kind of dropped in and said, hi, I'm here in the middle of the desert? Of course. Oh, you know what? We need to give a round of applause. Good question. Anybody else have any questions for them? Any other questions? Okay, so before you go, we need to tell you that you are very loved by the Jewish people. There are prayers we recite on Friday night. We bless our children. And we bless our daughters in the name of Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. And I also want to show you something else. Here's a teacher here who looks very much like, in fact, she reminds me so much of you, Sarah. And she was in Israel, and she brought me back this talit, which you are not going to know what this is. We use this when we pray. And if I put this on, you would see in the corners of my talit. And does anybody try to read who this is? Lamed? Who do you think that is? Leah. And who do you think this is? With the Rachel. And a second. You're going to tell me what this is. Rebecca. And who is the last one? So I actually have, this is a beautiful talit. So whenever I go to synagogue, I am reminded of the four mothers. So this has been very, very, very special. So what we would like to do.
Actually, can I interrupt?
Yes, Rabbi, yes.
Mrs. Chu?
Yes, yes.
So somebody asked, how could it be that one father, one man had two wives? Because today that's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah. Definitely weird. So in the olden days, like the four mothers said, that women had to, men used to go out with their bows and arrows and their axes and their swords and they would hunt for deer or for antelope or for birds, and they would bring back the food. Like we go to the grocery store, right? And you have packages and stuff that you buy. But the men had to go out, and if a woman didn't have a man to hunt for her, what would happen? She'd starve. She'd go hungry. So sometimes it was okay for a man to have 2 wives or 3 wives. Do we do that today? No, because women have jobs, they have careers, and in Judaism, men and women are exactly the same. Got it? Right? So everybody, and a woman sometimes can go and get her own food as well. Where does she go? Supermarket, same place that the guys go to, right? So that's why it's important in synagogue that the way that only men used to wear these, now women wear them as well. So for your bat mitzvahs, when you get a little bit older, you get a talit as well. You get a prayer shawl, and you get called to the Torah, and you count when we pray together in a minyan. That's a question to answer for the parents as well that asked me. Men and women are here, obviously, 100% equal, because everybody can do what everybody else can do. Men and women, it doesn't make a difference. That's why we have 2 moms, but we don't have two moms in most cases anymore.
Thank you very much, Rabbi. So before we go, we'd like to honor you with a beautiful song, actually written in your honor. If you can kind of so we can see the screen. We learned the song last week, Lech Lecha, and I would like everybody to stand up and honor these 4 mothers. I mean, they've traveled. I mean, I came from Glenhead today. They came all the way from Israel. Everybody.
To a land that I will show you. Let us come to a place you do not know. Let me laugh on your journey, I will bless you. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, let me laugh. Let me laugh, and I shall make your name great. Let me laugh, and I shall praise your name. Let me laugh to the place that I will show you. Let's sing Katani. Let's sing Katani. Let's sing Katani. Let me laugh. Are we finished? And you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and all of you shall be a blessing, let me laugh.
Sorry. Leah.
No, I just wanted to say that thank you so much for honoring us as your 4 mothers. But, 4 mothers wouldn't be so special if we didn't have descendants. that means all of you, to continue what we began.
And what did God promise when he asked Abraham to go on the journey, talking about descendants? What did God promise Abraham?
I shall make you a blessing. I shall make you a blessing.
So when God was talking to Abraham, she told Abraham that
We don't know. Who knows?
Is God a he or a she?
Don't know.
Why?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to think about that. Everybody has to think about that a little bit. But when God was talking to Abraham and Sarah, God said, I will give you many, many descendants. That's you guys. I will make your name great, Jewish people, and you shall be a blessing. Every one of you is special to us. Every one of you has a special spark in your soul. Every one of you has a piece of God in them. You are all blessings to us.
Okay, but before you go, okay, we're gonna take a picture. You probably don't know what this is. This is a camera, and we will email you a picture. What?
Here. This is no.
Where are we facing?
Okay, while the cantor is doing that, we're going to ask these ladies to do something else.
This is a Kodak.
Okay, so what we're going to do, to show you what a blessing is, we're going to ask you each to take a corner of my talit and hold it up high, and we are going to ask all the children that have birthdays in November to please come under the talit. Where's Avery? Where's Avery? Where's Avery? Scott, could you into the kitchen? Avery might be there too. I need my pencils. Oh, the pencils. What? They're in my office.
Got it.
Okay, so here they are. I have the pencils. Sorry. Okay, so let's everybody. Yes. We did October. Did you October? You were not here. Okay, if you missed October, you are certainly welcome to come up. Everybody needs. Oh, Ava, we were talking about you. We'll tell you in a second what it was all good, Ava. Okay, so everybody, November, come on up. Come on up, Ryan. We're not letting you. Oh, come on. Mommy will come with you because actually, there wouldn't be a birthday for you, Ryan, if it weren't for your mom. So we're going to invite Mom up too. And so we're also demonstrating to our foremothers how we continue, how we make blessings.
So I'm going to show you something. Watch my hands, everybody.
Check it, please. We need complete quiet.
This is actually something important. In the desert, and we still do this today, this dates back to the desert, priests, or the most important people in the congregation, would put their hands together like this, and they would make 7 different spaces. Let's see if we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 between. We like 7. Why do we like 7? 7's a lucky number in Judaism. Why? 7 days of creation, right? That's a good. 4 mothers and 3 fathers make 7. I never actually thought of that.
I'm going to interrupt you 1 second, Rabbi, because Ava, the thing that we said, do you remember I walked into your classroom one day and you asked Susan a question when we were talking about 4 mothers and 4 fathers? What was your question? And you knew there were 4 mothers and 3 foremothers, and you said, how did you feel about it? Remember? I quoted you. You said, how did the women feel about that? So we quoted you, Ava.
So you know what? I'm going to tell you before I give the blessing. Thank you very much, Rudy, for teaching me that 4 mothers and 3 fathers make 7. You know what? There's a saying, I learn more from my students than I learn from my teachers.
Absolutely.
That was lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do the special blessing, and if anybody wants you to try to do this, it's very hard to keep your finger. Can everybody do that? It's hard to keep your little finger, right? It kind of stretches. You know why? Because my father and great-grandfather, father, all the way to the desert, come from this tribe. So I'm going to make you a blessing. Ready? Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God shine God's light all around you and keep you happy and successful this year. Most of all, happy. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasemachem shalom. May God bless you and keep you and grant you peace and happiness and good things this next year. And everybody says,
Amen. And what do we sing to these birthday people as we give them their birthday
Yom Hulet Sameach, Yom Hulet Sameach, Yom Hulet Sameach, Yom Hulet Sameach.
So, a toda rabah to our emote, and thank you, and I hope you will come and visit us again. And we look forward to the next Biblio Ancestor, which will be in December, and it will be a descendant of yours. I gotta think of who that might be.
I think we have to make his coat, because he has a coat of many colors.
A coat? Oh, so we have a tailor coming.
A tailor.
A tailor.
A Schneider.
Schneider. Okay, so, check it. We have some very important announcements. Check it. I'm going to remind you about the vote.
I'll go back.
I'm still not hearing perfect quiet.
Does everybody remember the meaning of kavod? What's kavod mean? Kavod means, think of Aretha Franklin. What does kavod mean? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. Kavod means.
So I should hear perfect quiet. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing we have, we actually was going to do this first, but we're going to do it towards the end. Jen, do you want to kind of explain, or they're going to explain?
No, they're gonna.
Okay, because we have B'nai Mitzvah children up here. I mean, B'nai Mitzvah young adults up here.
Leo, Nate, Leah, Solange.
And we really need your attention because they have prepared something extremely, extremely important. I would suggest use the microphone. Let's listen. They have some very exciting, even though they're not from 5,000 years ago, they have some important things.
The person who says everything.
Hello.
Hello.
What's wrong with my phone?
Up here and talk.
You say
Boker Tov.
Boker Or.
What's wrong? This is kind of fuzzy.
The name is class Raising Seductor for a coin-operated video game machine that will generate income for the movie.
Wow. Did everybody hear? Because you said that, you know, you're hanging out with me too much. You talk fast. Use the other microphone, Dave, okay? And a little slower.
The CTI B'nai Mitzvah class is raising Seductor for a coin-operated video game machine that will generate income for the movie. All money.
What's wrong with that one?
Don't use it.
I want it to be like this.
That means a Pac-Man machine or a pinball machine for earlier in the day, and if you earn it.
You mean, actually, wait, let me clear this. So if somebody shows kavod, one of the things they can earn is time on this machine that you are going to raise money for.
Yes.
So they are doing a mitzvah because they are doing something to improve life for our students here.
All the money collected will be donated to the Lamood for better class equipment and more attractive youth product.
I think it's a wonderful idea. Anything else to add to that?
Nate,
Okay, so I think we have to say.
what tzedakah is.
Oh, yes, okay, what is tzedakah? Actually, I have a tzedakah box I'm going to start putting in here. Many of you are bringing, can you explain what tzedakah is?
Well, Seductor is like donations for the poor, people that helps other people, in which it would be helping the temple. And since it's supporting the temple, it's going to make everyone else, it's going to make it a better place.
Oh, I think you said that so well, Nate. So tzedakah is money for charity. And, you know, sometimes we think of charity as giving to the poor or the homeless, but it also can be, because this is such a special place, and it's the place where we teach about tzedakah. So by making this a better place, we are helping to make the world a better place. So what's going to happen? So we're going to put a tzedakah box here starting next week, and the tzedakah is going to go, you guys will collect it. And how long do you think this Not yet. Okay, you'll keep us kind of apprised? Okay. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our Pell, did you want to comment?
I just want to know how much you're hoping to raise to buy that.
We're not sure. We have a couple of people who are looking for machines for us. So they can range anywhere from $500 to $3,000. It depends. So we're looking and we'll see where it brings us. And we're hopeful that through the Mood we'll raise money, and maybe through the temple as a whole community will raise some money too.
Okay, thank you very, very, very much. Okay, a few reminders which are really important. This one is going to make everybody very sad. I've got my tissue out. Next Sunday is Veterans Day. This is really important. We have a tag sale going on, speaking of tzedakah, raising money. What we do is people come and bring their things that they no longer want that are in good condition. We sell that. So it works both ways. One of the things we're helping people that can't afford maybe, although a lot of us like to shop in that tag sale, but people that really can't afford or buy nice things, and then the money we use goes back to help our synagogue. And what we've done, I'm going to ask parents if they could help. They need schleppers. So next week there is no mood because of the tag sale. We'll meet again on the 17th. Now, listen very, very, very carefully. There will be a test on this. Something is happening, and if you know, don't say. Something is happening this month, which will not happen again for, I think, 75,000 years. You know, don't tell. And in honor of this event, are you ready for this one? On November 17th, we are going to make Menarches! Wait a second. What's a Menarche? No. I want you to figure out what a Menarche is. And if you have figured it out, you have my email addresses. Email me what a Menarche is. And maybe we'll have a special raffle for all the people that figured out what a Menarche is. No. Not now. Check it. But we will be making, it'll be a family program. Parents are welcome. We are going to be making Menarches. Now, this was not my middle of the night idea. Okay, the other thing that's really, really important, last week, our theme is building Jewish memories. And last week we had some extraordinary stories. And please, I need your reflections. I only got back 2. I must have these. I am responsible to a grant. So I am going to please parents, providing your children, this is not for K1, but 2 and up, we had wonderful stories. So please, provided your child was here, it's also online, I need to fill this out, and it must come back, please, next Wednesday, or email it to me. I need to have these back. I think that's all I have. Yes, there is one very important thing, and that is our attendance raffle. Avery, can you please go get me the box? Oh, thank you so much, Grant. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Yasha Koach. That is showing code. Thank you very, very much. Yes. You just did. Yes. Okay. Avery, since you brought it up. Oh, wait a second. Who? Lexi. Lexi, where's Lexi?
Right here.
You were not here last time. You were supposed to do the. Okay, so this is for the $10. Oh, you know what? The other one. Ben, go to my office. There's another box from Wednesday. Then there's another box. It's an Amazon box. It's supposed to be for Wednesday too. Okay. So Lexi.
Wednesday.
Karen. I think it's on my bookshelf. It's an Amazon box. Okay, who is that? Oh! Jojo, did you win it last time?
No.
Jojo. Thank you very much. With this, oh, thank you so much. With this. Okay, and then I'm going to ask you to please draw this one. Then, yes, please. Emily White, she's not here. We will give this to her. Would you like to report on last night? Wait, come. Now, I want to tell you, Alana got home like 2 o'clock in the morning. Please, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ben, please tell her where you were. No, not sound asleep. What you did last night.
I competed in national championships for marching band.
And how did you do?
We got ninth in the nation.
Yay! And talk about Kavod, because she said, Ben, what time did you get to sleep? Probably not much earlier than that. And they are so dedicated. In spite of that, they are here this morning. So I think that's all I covered. And just to let my team know, because of the tag sale, we're going to be meeting at 11 o'clock in the cantor's office, my team. Everybody knows where they're going, and I think I've covered everything. So can we close with the "You shall be a blessing"? Yes. Oh, how much my notes have. I'm going to look at it while we're